Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess and welcome to this week's book community. So it's actually been pretty quiet in the book community, so people must actually be reading and minding their business, which is great. Not great for me, but great. So I just have a couple things to go over, which actually is pretty great because it's a shorter video for me to edit and you to watch. Pause. Please register to vote. Please vote. Vote early if you can. Thank you. I have links in the description for anything that you need re-voting. Obviously, if you're an American citizen, please vote. Thanks. All right, so we're gonna just get it on and popping real quick. Gotta get it started. So the first thing, and yeah, I'm gonna call it T. So Sarah Janet Maas, I never know what to say. Anyway, Sarah Janet, the author of the Throne of Glass series, A Court of Thorns and Roses series, and the House of City Crescent Blood, that one. Had a recent cover reveal for the newest book in the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, or ACOTAR series. So originally we all thought it was just going to be a trilogy. There was a Court of Thorns and Roses, Court of Mist and Fury, and a Court of Wings and Ruin. And then she gave us this really terrible novella that was like Christmas themed, but really it was just having sex in the sky and shopping. And I hated it. Hated that. So the next one I knew, she had hinted about it being about Nesta, who I hate. She is trash. And do not come at me with the, if Nesta was a man, you wouldn't feel. Yes, I would. Nesta's terrible. She has been terrible since book one. I hate her, and Cassian deserves better, but I digress. So the newest book is called A Court of Silver Flames, which for the first time doesn't really flow because there's been ACOTAR, ACOMAF, ACOWAR, ACOFAS, and now this is ACOSF. Yeah, that'll go. Anyway, I'm not reading it because I told you it's the Nesta book. I refuse, but the cover reveal was recent and people have been in quite an uproar. As with any cover reveal, there's always a lot of excitement and then also critique. But to me, there seemed to be a lot of critique. And so I will pause though and say that props to Sarah Janet for the caption on her Instagram post of the reveal. Because she said, in case you missed the reveal earlier, here's the ACOS cover. I hope it's a bit of light for you guys today, given the appalling lack of justice for Breonna Taylor and a president doing his best to undermine and destroy our democracy. And while I'm truly so thrilled for you guys to read Nesta and Cassian's book in February, and I love this artwork so much, I also want to encourage each and one of you to get out there and vote this November. Vote for people who will protect and nurture our democracy. Vote for people who recognize and will fight the racial injustice in this country. Vote for people who will battle climate change and pull our planet back from the brink. Vote, 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 because no election has ever been more important, and the future of this country and the world depends on you. Thank you, Sarah. Yes. Please, if you're one of those, my vote doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Please register and please vote. Sarah said it. So if you're a Sarah stan, as the kids say, then you better be voting. Even if you don't want to buy this book, that's fine. Get it from the library. Don't read it. I don't care, but you better fucking vote. Sarah Janet said it and I said it, so you better do it. But anyway, back to the cover. So it is ugly. I hate these new reimaginings of the covers. So when the books came out, I think they were supposed to be like new adult, but that genre or that age group has, I don't know. I'm not in publishing. If anyone in publishing knows, like, is it really even a thing? But anyway, they're mostly marketed under YA. They were under Bloomsbury Children's branch. I mean, they're always in the YA section in the bookstore, but they are definitely more explicit in nature than like the Throne of Glass books, which are YA, because they like to get freaky in these little ACOTAR books. So Bloomsbury was like, oh, let's rebrand to more adult, which, okay, is already annoying because if you already own the books, then your books aren't going to match. And then maybe you should have done that in the beginning when you read ACOTAR and branded it correctly. But anyway, so I'm not putting it on Sarah Janet because I don't think that authors have as much say in their covers as we think they do, or that's what I've learned from Twitter. But so they're like, let's rebrand. And then they came out with these covers and I hate them. They're hideous. To me, they're giving me like Chinese New Year, the Chinese dragon. And it has no shade to China or Chinese people, none, because that is the blueprint, okay? That is theirs. And then they took it and they put a spin on it and put it on these books. And I hate it because there is nothing Asian inspired about ACOTAR. Zero, nothing. And these look like this. I hate them. I hate the color combinations. They're bright and hideous. The color pairings do not work to me. I think ACOMAF is the best one and still it's ugly. I mean, if you look closely, I guess you can kind of decipher whatever is supposed to be on the cover is, but I hate it. It also is giving me, are you trying to be the girl with the dragon tattoo? Because you're not. It's just really giving me ugh. So anyway, I'm not buying this book, so it doesn't matter. But people were like, oh my God, I hate it. You know, like a simple, I hate it. Some people went on rants and some people are like, oh my God, how dare you judge the cover like that and judge Sarah. And again, it's not Sarah Janet, it's the book cover. And it's Bloomsbury. If you want to be mad at their greedy asses, be mad at Bloomsbury. But yeah. It's ugly, but I'm not going to buy it. If she eventually does write a story about Lucien, I know that it's supposed to be pronounced Lucian, but I refuse. His name is Lucien, and he's my babe, my little foxy babe, who deserves someone amazing. And that's not Elaine, because she's a wet paper napkin. I can't stand her. She's so beige. She gives beige a bad name. She's so bland. But if she does write a story about Lucien, I will consider reading it. Would I buy it? It depends on how good it is, but I definitely will not be rebuying the whole series to match, even though I love my series to match, just because these new covers are trash. And I said it. I've even seen some artists put up their own rendition of the new cover or for the new book, kind of in the art of the original books. I'm not going to post it because I know there's a lot about artists not wanting their art reposted, but you've probably seen them. But this is what the original series looks like. I could reach behind me and get them, but I don't want to. And yeah, they're the girl in the dress, whatever. But it was a series. I would have rather them stick with that than this. And it doesn't give me adult. It just looks bright and ugly. It gives me ugly. That's what it gives me. But anyway, that was it. But listen to Sarah Janet and vote. Thank you. Next topic. So obviously with 2020 and Rona, Miss Rona and her trifling ass, pretty much every event has been canceled and or rescheduled as a online event. Book tours, you know, artists have been playing online, various things like that. So New York City Comic-Con is coming up. And I really only know this because I've started seeing the Pops release, but it was brought to my attention that there is a like online meet and greet with Leigh Bardugo, and there is also a panel, I think, so you can like watch the panel and then you can pay to separately have a meet and greet with her, but it also comes with, I think, 2 books. Her tweet says, sharing the link to my NYCC meet and greet. The price is unexpectedly high, so reminder, the panel is free. And honestly, you can see my face anywhere, but if you'd like to see my face one-on-one and have a quick chat, she shares the link. She said, your meet and greet ticket does include Lives of Saints with a signed book plate, a pre-order of Rule of Wolves, shipping for both, and a recording of us being goofy together. So you do get the second King of Scars book. You get Lives of Saints, which is another like a Grisha companion book. And then you get the recording of your meet and greet with her. The price is $80. She does say it's unexpectedly high. I doubt that she set that herself, but that's just a lot. $80 for a digital meet. I mean, I know people are going to pay for it because they love her. And there are certain authors I would consider spending some money to meet or talk to one-on-one, but it wouldn't be $80. nobody. I don't think I'm paying $80 to talk to anyone. I don't even think I'd want to talk to Brandon Sanderson for $80, or let me think about it. I was about to say not even Shannon Chakraborty, but I do love her though. But $80? No. In this economy? No, could not do it. So I didn't see a lot of drama about that. My friend Leanne just told me about it. She saw a tweet, and yeah, I just think that's absurdly high, but doesn't look like Leigh set that price, or I don't know. I just wanted to share that. And let me know in the comments, is there any author you would pay $80 to virtually meet? Not in person, virtually. Let me know. All right, so then next we've got some mess with a publisher. So I saw a video that I will insert in a minute. It was they're on Twitter, but it was a recording of their TikTok.
I just wanted to come on here and make a quick video about something that's been heavy on my heart for the past couple of days, maybe about a week or so. Hotkey Books Publishing, which is based in UK, created a brand ambassador program, a book ambassador program. And they picked 10 applicants. Now, after they posted their applicants via Twitter and TikTok, I noticed something. There are no Black people. They have no Black book ambassadors for their 2020-2021 year. I did tweet them, and I kind of got a little bit of a response, not something that actually sits well with me, but I'll post it here. And I just feel like they purposely missed the mark. If you were looking for Black book content creators, there are tons of us. I mean, you could have reached out to me. I would have posted the application on my TikTok, on my socials, like do better.
And I guess so Hotkey Publishing, which I think is based in the UK, was hosting a brand ambassador search. So they were searching for like 10 YA brand ambassadors, and then they chose the winners, and none of them are Black. And they eventually made their own TikTok saying that they're reopening the brand ambassador search so that people from marginalized communities can apply. So she was just feeling some kind of way about that. And it is like, I'm sure Black people applied, so it just doesn't, it's just like in 2020, how are you still making these same mistakes? I don't understand I can't say I don't understand who's running these companies. I do understand. It's white people running the companies, and they're still clueless. Still clueless. I don't know what to tell you. So I didn't see many people talking about it, just a few people responding to her. And yeah, I just think that's a mess. So I think she said that she wasn't going to apply, but it just gives me those feelings of what, like, who was it? Book Depository, and they wanting family friendly, like, ambassadors. And it's just, don't you just love that? And I mean that you don't love it, that it's still such an issue in 2020. Like, it just can't be normal to have diversity everywhere, in workplaces, you know, in published work. What do you think about it, Curtis? People ain't shit. That's what Curtis said. So that was a mess. I don't know if they have any kind of formal statement. I guess I could like look at their Twitter. I guess I could do my job and actually research something. Hotkey Books YA, publisher of hot YA fiction that is key to loving books. Wow, that's real cute. That's real cute. Let's see. Do you see anything? Blah, 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 blah. Books. That's cute. That looks cute. Ooh. Elizabeth Acevedo. Okay. I mean, they're promoting some books by some authors of color. That's great. You know, we see some retweets up in here. Okay. But still, that is not enough. So I mean, I don't see any kind of official statement. Just their TikTok. Hot mess. And since we're keeping this short, we're just going to go ahead and move on to the last topic, and it is about an agent or former agent, and her Twitter handle is Tia the Tiger. So her name is Tia, I think. And so I don't know who found them or what, like if they stumbled across it, if they were just digging, but tweets, someone found tweets from her account that she also uses to represent herself as the agent for this publishing company. So she was an agent for Talcott Notch, and she did hand in her resignation. So a lot of the tweets were very racist against Muslim people, Mexican people, Black people. They're from like 2010, 2010, 11, 2012. So they are very old, and she, 1993. Damn, she's young. So she was like a teenager, but still. So again, they surfaced, or I don't know how or why someone found them. And then of course people were talking about that on Twitter because she is an agent. So people have submitted stories, diverse people, Black people, Latinx people, trans, queer authors, and have been denied. So I did see a tweet that was because the founder of Talcott Notch, Gina, oh my God, her profile pictures with a giraffe, sorry. She tweeted, "Tonight, some shocking and hateful comments made on Twitter by Tia Melee. Long before she joined this agency came to our attention. We have zero tolerance for such behavior or the motives and sentiment behind it. We have accepted the resignation of Ms. Melee effective immediately." And so a lot of people in the comments were saying, maybe you should reconsider some of the queries that were rejected by her. So, which I mean is a fair point. And she did post an apology, and there are some people, defending her, saying people can change. This was a long time ago, and to be fair, you can, but it's hard just to say you've changed and not show that you've changed. It's in the internet sphere, it's very difficult. So, you can say your apology all you want, but I don't know how you show that, especially since you're not going to be an agent anymore. It's complicated. I don't know what to say there. So one of her tweets did say, "Saying this again because it's come up again, you do not have to disclose your queer identity to me or anyone if you are writing queer books. Identity is weird and awkward and fluid and uncomfortable for a lot of people, and we need to respect that." So I don't know if that was the Gabby Dunn Twitter mess, but it could be. Also, there was this tweet that said, "If I heart your Latinx pitch tweet, please use this link to send query synopsis in first 50 pages. And someone replied that this you also, and it was her tweet from 2012 that says, "Sometimes I wonder if the little Mexican that cleans the dorms is an illegal alien or not." So that was a mess. And she replied, "It is, and it's wrong. I never should have had such a thought, and I absolutely shouldn't have tweeted it." So, she did write an apology. She said, "I am sincerely sorry for the ignorant remarks I have made in the past. I understand that being young isn't an excuse for ignorance. I grew up in a predominantly white town, and until I went away to school, I didn't truly know what diversity meant. Since the time I wrote these tweets, I have grown and changed so much. My words have hurt people, and for that I am truly sorry. Through my education and by working at Talcott Notch, I have heard the voices of hundreds of your impactful, moving stories. This has opened my eyes and my heart to so many worlds I had never experienced in the past. I never intended to hurt anyone, and I know why you are upset. I have resigned from my position at Talcott Notch and will be taking time to continue to educate myself and grow as a person. I will never stop supporting the writing community and will continue to use my voice to amplify others in a way I didn't do when I was young." And then follow-up tweet, "My behavior is not reflective of Talcott Notch or the incredible people who work there. I have heard them too." 1993, so she's my sister's age. I don't think you can get off on that, because you definitely are growing up in a more inclusive time. By the time you get to high school, there was definitely more social media and these platforms for you to learn on. I don't know. I don't know. How do y'all feel? I want to know. Someone said, I also came from a white town and yet have never thought it was acceptable to degrade people of color like you did. I mean, there's multiple people who are like, yeah, I grew up in a white town and didn't say these things, or I don't think this way, which you can't just blame that. But that was kind of it. So, well, right now she's out of publishing, which is good. I don't know if what she's going to do to take time to learn and grow. I hope she does. And if she does end up working for another publisher, really has learned and grown, so she isn't taking her internal biases and, judging people's work by that, because who knows how many stories she rejected because of her own prejudices. Dangerous. Oh, one thing I did want to add was that the other week I saw on Twitter, and there were, I think, the top 5 for the New York Times bestseller list for a young adult. I'm pretty sure there were at least 4 Black authors out of the 5. I know Angie Thomas, Tracy Dion, is that her name? I can't remember. I'll put the screenshot here. I know that's not tea, that's just good news, but that's just really exciting to see that. Yes, that Black girl magic. So that was a bit of something positive to end the video with. So again, that was a more tame week in the book community. Not a lot going on, but I figured I'd just throw something up here anyway for Tuesday. Gave you a little spot of tea. But yeah, let me know if I missed anything. Always feel free, if you see something that you think I should cover, to DM me on Instagram or on Twitter. They're linked in the description. Let me know if you want me to shout you out or not. You can be anonymous, whatever. I always want to give credit where credit is due. And I always, if I'm getting the tea from somebody, I'll add some credits at the end, so I give you credit for that if you want it. If you want to be anonymous, I totally get it. So please vote, please register to vote. Take care of yourselves, stay hydrated, stay moisturized, stay distant, and wear your sunscreen, wear your mask, wash your mask. I don't know. I'm sorry that this wasn't that entertaining. It is Tuesday, so there's books coming out today. I know A Deadly Education comes out today. But again, if you have anything that happened this week that I missed, please let me know in the comments, or, just tell me how you feel about the subjects I covered. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for watching. Please vote. Please like this video, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.